So here is my 16-year journey of chasing the American dream.
Welcome to the United States of America.
Yay! Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? If you're new here, my name is John, and I'm glad you're here today. Today we're going to talk about one of the questions that I get asked all the time from new people that I meet. My best friend used to ask me this all the time. People who've known me for years still ask me this, which is, you've been in America for so long, why are you not a citizen? See, the perception is, if you stay in the United States for a certain amount of time, you can just go and apply for citizenship. And it's not always that easy. So because I get asked this all the time, I want to share this story today about my journey from a little boy living in Vietnam to a engineer with a green card living in the United States of America. The reason that not anybody who stays in the United States for a certain amount of time could apply for citizenship, because I believe, this is my personal belief, that this is the greatest country on earth. It's not great just because it's wealthy. It's not great because the government provides assistance. It's great because of the opportunities that are provided to you when you're here. In the United States of America, if you're willing to work, you will make it somewhere. And that's why so many people want to come here. They want a piece of the pie. And that's the reason why you can't just come and stay and then eventually become its citizen, because then everybody would want to do that. There is a very long and strenuous path to citizenship in the United States. There are many, many strenuous paths. Some are easier than others. And you could say that I took the longest way around, because mine was a 16 years journey. I'm like, oh, that's too easy. That's too easy. Let's take the long way around. So here is my 16-year journey of chasing the American dream. So here's a little backstory. The United States wasn't my first stop. I actually stopped in Canada first for 2 years, and I lived there. A lot of people don't know that. If you're wondering what's wrong with my accent, it's a mixture of Vietnamese, Canadian English, and then Southern American English. So when I was 11 years old, my family asked me if I wanted to go to Canada in pursuit of a better future. And at that point, just like all other 11-year-old kids, I had no clue what that means. I didn't know the struggle that was going to happen. I just thought I get to be on an airplane. And for a little city kid like me, being on an airplane at 11 years old was pretty cool. My parents let me go as an investment for my future, to get a degree that would allow me to work anywhere in the world. So here's me getting on an airplane at 11 years old and flew to Canada. One of the things that I'm forever grateful for in this journey is the sacrifices that my biological parents made for me. At the time, I didn't understand the depth of it, and I'm not sure I would ever understand the depth of it until I have children of my own and let them go. But I know that they made sacrifices financially. They made sacrifices emotionally. I'm forever grateful for that. So I actually spent 2 years in Canada at first, but because of the coldness and certain stuff didn't work out, then I found out that Canadian universities and colleges do not give scholarships to foreigners. So I knew that I couldn't afford, and my family couldn't afford for me to go to college in Canada without scholarships. And that might have changed by now, I don't know. So I made my way down here to Alabama. I lived with my aunt and her husband and 4 kids. I lived with them for a couple years before I met a really nice American lady. Over the years, we grew our relationship, and she eventually took me in as her son. She adopted me as a son that she never had. She and her husband taught me, support me, and taught me a lot of things. One of the most important things that they really taught me was my relationship with Christ. That is one of the most important things that I learned from them. And that changed my life forever. They changed my life forever. One of the things that my American parents really did for me that no one really think about is they allowed me to immerse myself in their American culture. They taught me about the culture, they taught me about the etiquettes, and that allows me to function better in society. Let's recap real quick. So 11 years old, came to Canada for 2 years, came to the United States in 8th grade, and then I stayed with my aunts for a couple years, and then I moved in with my adopted parents. After high school, I decided I wanted to move away, grow on my own, so I moved to Huntsville. After 4.5 years, I graduated with a degree in mechanical engineering with honors. Then I moved back to Auburn and pursued a master's degree in engineering with a paid assistantship, which was what really helped because school then was $50,000 a year, and there was no way we could have afforded that. But one of the best things that happened while I was in Auburn, besides getting my education and getting to spend more time with my parents, was I met my beautiful wife, Margaret. We met in church, as you guys probably have heard. We met in the nursery. She was the teacher, and I came in to help. And it was a few months before we started dating. And after 2.5 years of dating, we decided to get married about a year ago. It's been a fun journey. And this YouTube channel is a year old. I actually started this channel shortly after we got married. So that's really where my green card thing stepped in. My work was willing to sponsor me for a green card. It would have taken a long time. It would have taken years. And because my wife and I both knew that we were going to get married, and the best way and easiest way to get sponsored was through marriage. It's not that that's why we got married. It's we didn't go through the other sponsorship because we knew we were getting married. It was a strenuous 6 months for both of us. If you've seen some of the other videos, if not, I'll link it up here. It was a long 6 months. Many trips to Atlanta, many meetings with the lawyers, a really stressful interview, and 6 months later, I finally got my green card.
Welcome to the United States of America.
Yay! That opened up a door for me to be a citizen of this great country. It's not an easy process. You have to have a green card in order to be a citizen. You can't just go straight to citizenship. Maybe you can. I don't know. I don't know that, except for birth. But I would say that the 6 months of work did not compare to the 16 years of work that I spent to be here. The sacrifices that my family made, the sacrifices that my friends made for me, my teachers made for me. One of the reasons that I got a scholarship to college was in the afternoons when I was in high school, one of my teachers would tutor me for the ACT. We took that as a college entrance exam. And he would tutor me so my English score would go up. For months, he would help me, and eventually I scored what I needed to get a scholarship to college. And once I got to college, my high school teachers still helped me. They still helped me proofread my papers. And so for that, I'm forever grateful to them. And some of them do watch this channel. I wanted to know that up to today, I still appreciate what they've done for me. And I could honestly say that every day I'm grateful for these people that has helped me along the way and changed my life. I wouldn't be here without them. But here's the thing. While my journey to getting a green card is completed, the path to citizenship is still a long way away. I'm on this green card. It's a temporary card for 2 years. After 2 years, I have to go back and apply for 10 years, which is a permanent green card. And 1 year after that, which is 3 years after we got married, I could go on and apply for my citizenship exam. I have to pass the exam to become an American citizen. So there's still a journey there, and I hope you guys follow me on this journey. I think it'll be a lot easier, but it's still a journey for us to travel. So I'm gonna leave this with a closing thought. For whoever had walked the journey I did, part of it, all of it, I'm sure a lot of people that wished that they had the opportunity to walk the journey I did. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I took the longest way possible. But I think I learned a lot along the way. If it was a lot easier, I probably wouldn't be the man I am today. I wouldn't learn the work ethic I did. So the Lord knew what he was doing, no doubt. But the closing thoughts is, there was a statement I read one time, and it says, I have already won the lottery because I was born in the United States of America. And I honestly believe that's true. 100% true. And if you walk it, you would know it's true. The paperwork that you have to go through because you're not a citizen here, every 2 or 3 years, I had to get a new driver's license. Oh, you can't apply for this because you're not American. You can't apply for that because you're not American. Oh, you don't have money to go to college. You got to go home. So I think we need to be grateful for the great country that we're living in. So I know this video has been somewhat long, and I hope that you get something out of it. I've also been requested a lot about making a video about the whole green card application process. A lot of people contact me and ask me if you would like for me to make a video about that. Please leave a comment down below. Also, if you're interested in knowing how my life has changed since I got a green card, leave a comment down below. If you're new here, thank you for being here. I hope you find this video interesting. I hope you find it helpful. I hope you subscribe if you haven't. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back, and I'll see you in the next video. Check that out. New angle today, huh? Got me a new shelf right here. I was trying to see if that would be a good backdrop for this video. What do you think? Also, it's been raining like this for weeks. I feel like I need a boat just to get to work. It's been raining and raining and raining and raining.